Welcome to my hotel experience of the Hotel Belmont in downtown Vancouver, which I filmed back in November 2025. Well, what can I say about this hotel? Well, I spent £103 for one night here, and hotels in Vancouver aren't cheap. But what sweetened the deal for me was I linked this through with Avios, and my BA account got awarded an extra 1,000 Avios for this booking, which I think really sweetened the deal. So let's start with the room. It was nice enough for one person for one night, no complaints, a very lovely room. Some very funky artwork in certain parts of the hotel, as we'll see later. The bed was comfy, plenty of charging ports were available, and I made good use of them because I'd just come in from Regina and I'd spent an entire day exploring that city and doing a video, so all my stuff needed recharging. Tea and coffee was provided with a kettle, which is something I hadn't seen before on this trip around Canada. And we also, as you can see, had some rather lovely coffee pods for the coffee machine. And they also had a mix of takeaway and in-the-room Chinaware, which I thought was actually pretty good. And one of the quirky aspects of this hotel that I was expecting when I turned up, because that water there costs extra, but I was given some welcome drinks. I went with a Molson's Canadian. I wasn't sure where to get that or a ginger ale, but the gentleman at reception actually gave me one of each, which was really, really lovely of him. And I enjoyed both those drinks during my brief stay there. So my room specifically overlooks this car park. I don't think that car park's anything to do with the Belmont Hotel, but I could be wrong. There are parking spots you can take cars to for the hotel, but I'm not sure where they are, because I was obviously doing this entire trip without a car. And arriving on foot, you're literally a 10-15 minute walk from downtown Vancouver's tube station, which also links you directly to the airport in about half hour, which is really cool. SCOA provides the smellies in this hotel. They provide hand wash and moisturiser. Of course, no diving in the shower. The Hotel Belmont is very strict on that. Not that I was planning to go diving in a shower anyway. And we got some pumps there for body lotion, moisturiser and shampoo. Actually, no, that was conditioner, not moisturiser. What am I talking about? Getting back on track, though. Yeah, funky artwork, especially with the ostrich diving his head in. And I don't really know what the deal is with the black and the white crosses. I thought it looked pretty cool. But I can understand if you've been on a night out in downtown Vancouver, that could get a bit trippy. I did enjoy actually going to some of the bars and takeaways in downtown Vancouver, because I only had an evening there. The Hotel Belmont obviously does enforce this quiet time policy, and there are consequences to being found out to have disturbed neighbouring guests, so you have been warned, and I think it's quite nice they introduced that. As you can see, the Christmas decks are all up because we were coming to the end of November, and I thought the place looked really nice. I was getting Moxie vibes from this place, if you're familiar with Moxie as a UK brand. Some very nice Christmas decorations. The staff were friendly. You could get breakfast for another 20-odd Canadian dollars, but I elected not to. I decided to get something on the go as I went to the airport. But overall, this was a really nice hotel. I kind of wish I had a bit more time here and in Vancouver in general, but that's an excuse for me to come back. Overall, I'm prepared to give my experience a solid 10 out of 15. Top notch.